From your most watched, most trusted weather source, here's your certified, most accurate First Alert forecast.
And we will continue to keep an eye on the winds moving through parts of ENC over the next few days. All that northeast breeze will continue to bring in some higher than normal water levels. Outer Banks, kind of typical. Anytime it gets windy, they just have issues. It's kind of just reality of the Outer Banks at this point. But even up the Neuse River, kind of the opening of it is paired perfectly for where the wind is going to be coming in. So that'll push up some water, even up to New Bern. Could see maybe up to a foot or two of inundation, 2 to 3 closer to the mouth and north side of the Sound. The winds stay parallel with the coastline. I don't think we'll have big issues, except maybe some of these bays. There could be a little bit higher water, but this should not be a big deal. If you see coastal flooding a lot in your yard, you'll likely see it again. Even if your flood or your yard maybe floods every once in a while, you might see some impacts if we get up to that 3 feet inundation in certain spots where the winds will be the strongest. Crystal Coast about 1 to 2. Winds tomorrow, again, nothing crazy, but it's all coming from the same direction. And kind of starting tomorrow, we'll really get into strong enough winds that can move the water around, dies down a little bit through the overnight hours, and then comes back a little bit stronger on Wednesday. Gusts near 30 for tomorrow, closer to 40 on Wednesday for the coast. Sustained winds getting up near 20 miles per hour. Inland winds much weaker, 10 to 15 with wind gusts more closer to 20 rather than 30. But you see, as we go into Wednesday, winds will actually get stronger. This is as sunshine returns. Wind gusts up to 30 possible for inland areas, and then mainly 30 to 35, but an occasional 40 mile per hour wind gust down East Carteret, Cedar Island. They always tend to have some stronger wind gusts off the water. 41 in Hatteras. If you live on the Pamlico River, Neuse River, your numbers may be a little bit higher than the closest numbers showed just because you live right on the water, and that's where winds tend to be the strongest. Melda continues to be a tropical storm. It's close, but probably tomorrow before it becomes a hurricane. Meanwhile, Umberto continues to weaken. Now Category 3, still a very strong hurricane though, and these both will impact Bermuda. Umberto first, and then we get Imelda to really just head right for it as a Category 1 hurricane, weakening quickly after it passes through. So really for us, wind is kind of the main threat, especially at high tide, forcing the water levels a little bit higher. But crazy, we have 2 tropical systems, about to have 2 hurricanes off the coast, and no one's really too concerned about it. That's just crazy that weather forecasting has gotten that good, and we were fortunate in this situation. You can see the heavy rain we've had at times, especially today, probably picking up our best round of rain so far across our southern coastal counties. Still have some heavy rain moving through this area north of Havelock, really right along the Neuse River, where anywhere from 1 to 2, maybe 2.5 inches of rain has fallen just in the past 12 hours alone. Those downpours falling apart quickly, though, as they head for New Bern and Highway 17. Best round of rain right now is leaving Duplin County with another little spot of rain. Kinston, Grifton, moving up into Greene County next. So rain chances just going to continue to linger for a little bit longer, especially west towards I-95, down towards I-40. That's where rain could still be around in the morning. I think by the afternoon we're all dry, but it's not until Wednesday that we start to see the sun return, even if the systems are long gone and moving away from us. So still can't rule out a few more downpours tonight. We'll keep the chance of a water spout. Saw about an hour ago downpour along the Neuse River, had some decent rotation with it, but nothing expected on land. And really the 2 tropical systems passing by brings in some very nice weather. So even as we get the sunshine back, it'll warm up a little bit by Friday and Saturday, but look at those morning temperatures, 50s and maybe the chance of some low 50s Friday, if not Saturday morning. So we will continue to enjoy that too, because we know end of September, early October can still be warm. We're usually done by the 90s by this point in the calendar year, but just a very nice stretch of weather after the clouds leave. We've been very cloudy the past 3 weeks, and the morning temperatures might need the seat warmers for the first time this year, though I'm sure several people have already used them already.
Perhaps, yeah. I know I turned the heat on one night leaving here when it was kind of cool outside.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Not too long ago. I
you
can't
folded
remember
early,
when it was.
Dave.
I know. All right, thanks, Zach.